and welcome back once again to Photoshop Elements TV, the only YouTube channel you need to go to for all of your Photoshop learning needs. Today, as the title gave it away, we are going to straighten a picture. Now, straightening a picture and, shooting pictures, this can happen to anybody. I shot these pictures last weekend, and you can see that they are a little bit off. So I want to get this scene a little bit more straightened up. It's very easy to do in Photoshop Elements. So we are in the full expert mode editor. We are simply going to hit Command on a Mac or Control on your PC. Control J here, or Command J. And we are going to duplicate that background layer. What I do now is I shut the background layer off. Now, what you need to do is on the toolbar over on the left here, go down to where it says Modify. And you'll see that there is one that says Straighten Tool. Now, I'm going to show you a couple anyway, of like, oops, I made a mistake. And then, I'll show you how to correct that. So we have the Straighten Tool. On the bottom here, we are on the Grow or Shrink Canvas to Fit. We have Crop and Remove Background. And we have Crop to Original Size. So we are just going to simply go with Grow or Shrink Canvas to Fit. Now, there's also on here Rotate All Layers. That is checked by default. And Autofill Edges. I never have a great success with autofill edges. So what I'm going to show you how to do is actually clean the image up, and then we're going to do a little bit of cropping. Now normally I like to shoot this type of a scene with a wide angle lens. But we went down to Pittsburgh, and I happen to have my 35mm lens on the camera. Not the best for shooting scenery, but you shoot with the lens you have. So what you're going to do here is once you select the Straighten tool down at the bottom, again this is the Shrink Canvas to Fit, we are simply going to draw a line across our photo and allow Photoshop Elements to do its magic. Let's say if we make a mistake here. Let's first go from here on the left, and we're going to go up. We're going to go up diagonally and up to the right. Lower on the left, higher on the right. And we're going to leave it go. You'll see that Photoshop Elements is working its magic, and it does a rotate. Wow, that's not what we was expecting to happen. So you're like, oh no, I just ruined my image. But you didn't. Don't ever worry about doing something to an image that you're going to hurt the actual image itself. We're going to go up to Edit, and we're going to go to Revert. Now when you go to Revert, you're reverting back to your original background layer. So we have to repeat this step once again. Command or Control J, duplicate that background layer. Click the little eyeball indicator in front of the background and it actually turns that off so it's not visible. Now what we're going to do is use the same tool. And I'm going to take my time here now. I'm going to go from the left and I'm going to go in a downward motion across the top of this building right there. It's UPMC building. We're going to go all the way to the right. And we're not going to go too dramatic. We're just going to go, it's all a matter of touch and feel here. Let's get right about there and leave it go. Now you can see that's the result we want. We actually have the image straight now. Everything is straight across there. UPMC, the Highmark building, and we have PPG Place here over on the right. But now look what we have here. We have some part of our pictures that is now transparent because it rotated that picture on its own canvas. So all you have to do, this is very, very simplistic. Let's go over and we're going to choose the Crop tool. And we're just going to simply crop out the bad areas that we don't need. So I'm going to start here over on the left. And I'm simply going to pull across and down at the same time to the right. And we're going to crop right there. And you can see now we have a little bit of transparency over here on the bottom of the left. Let's pull that over just a little bit until you have your photograph without any of the transparent background. Click on the green checkbox. And now we have a perfectly straightened scenery. Now, folks, this will work on anything. Even if you're taking portraits, you can still straighten your portraits out. Sometimes you take a beautiful picture and the person's leaning left or right. Well, you can use the straighten tool to straighten out the actual picture, which makes this like really, really nice. And what I would say is there's never a picture that can't be edited except one that's out of focus. It's hard to bring back that focus in a photograph once you don't have a good focal point. Anything else can pretty much be repaired. Folks, thank you so much for watching this edition of Photoshop Elements TV. I'm your host, Jack, and I will continue to bring you more Photoshop Element tutorials. I hope that you start commenting on these tutorials and let me know what you think or what you might want to learn. Also, thanks to all the new subscribers out there. I truly appreciate you coming along and subscribing to this channel. I know there's so many of them out there, but let me be your guide to Photoshop Elements right here on Photoshop Elements TV. So until next time, as always, keep those shutters clicking, keep the editors editing, and I'll see you back here very soon on Photoshop Elements TV. Bye for now.